The majority of our days are spent on our phones. Half the time, you can guarantee that your phone is safe from hackers. But with the existence of spyware and phishing, it only makes sense to keep your phone as secure as possible. You might not know it, but you might have a tapped phone in your hands. Luckily, there are ways to tell if your phone is being hacked or tapped. In this video, we'll go over the different ways to tell if your phone is tapped and being tracked. We'll also be tackling how to prevent these instances and keep your phone safe from prying eyes. Let's first talk about the telltale signs that your phone has been hacked or tapped. Malware and spyware usually begin to work the moment they access your phone. The earlier you spot these signs, the faster you can find ways to prevent your phone from being spied on. The first sign that your phone has been hacked or tapped is excessive battery drain. Most phones are equipped to prevent battery drain issues, but if you notice that your phone drains faster than usual, it might be a sign that malware has found its way into your phone and is being used to spy on you. Malware are coded to continuously transmit data on the background, which may cause your battery to drain quickly. That said, keep in mind that just because your phone's battery drains fast doesn't automatically mean that your phone has been hacked or tapped, especially if you've had it for years. Another sign to look out for is over-the-top data usage, which is why it's important to track your monthly data consumption. If you see irregularities or if they mysteriously skyrocketed and you know that you haven't been using that much data, it might be a sign that your phone is being tapped. That's because tapped phones will need a lot of data to send information back to the hacker. Sign number 3. Unexpected reboots. If your phone reboots on its own for no reason, it's a sign that your phone is being remotely accessed by an unauthorized party. Normally, phones will only reboot if you initiate it or if there's something wrong with the phone's processing. But if you aren't experiencing such problems and your phone still reboots unexpectedly, it might be a sign that your phone is hacked. Keep an eye on how often your phone does this. If it happens frequently, take immediate action to prevent further hacking. Odd sound interruptions. If you notice any clicking sounds, distant or disconnected voices, or static interruptions during phone calls, it might be a sign that your phone is tapped. Sound interruptions are no longer common with modern phones and only used to happen with analog phones. Strange SMS messages are another sign that your phone has been tapped. While you can easily pass this off as spam, it can be a sign that something is wrong and it shouldn't be ignored. Receiving strange messages from unknown numbers can mean that the spyware the hacker was using hasn't been properly installed on your phone. These random messages are usually instructions from the hacker's server to tamper with an application. If your contacts also tell you that they've received bizarre messages from your number, it's another indication that you have a compromised phone. This can be a hacker's way to install spyware on your contacts' phones, so it shouldn't be ignored. Lastly, if you notice strange activity when your phone is on standby, that usually means your phone has been hacked or tapped. Your phone screen should remain dark when you aren't using it. The only thing that should cause it to light up are calls and notifications. But if it lights up even when you aren't getting notifications, it should alert you that there is something wrong. Notice one or more of these signs? You can dial these codes to confirm if indeed your phone has been hacked or tapped. *#221#. This code checks if spyware has been diverting your phone's data, calls, and texts, among others. When you dial this code, you'll be able to check the status of the diversions and a corresponding number. *#06#. Use this code to check your IMEI number for potential threats. This number is unique to every phone and is the best way to track your device. If someone gets a hold of it, it can be used against you. *#62#. Check if spyware is blocking your calls with this code. It tells you if your calls are being redirected instead of diverted. You can clear redirections by dialing #002#. There are a few things you can do to prevent your phone from being hacked, tracked, and spied on. First, install an antivirus app on your phone. With an antivirus app, not only will you keep your phone more secure, but you can also use it to track or dodge malware. These apps detect malware and can prevent them from gaining access to your phone. Tip number 2. Update your accounts frequently. Social media accounts, mobile banking accounts, and even your messaging apps are the most prone to hacking. Hence, it's best to regularly check any activity on these accounts. We also strongly recommend that you periodically change your passwords as a safety measure against spyware. Another way to prevent your phone from tapping is to use encryption. By doing so, you'll be able to protect sensitive data stored in your phone. By using encryption, the only way that it can be accessed is by entering an encryption key, making it tough for hackers to break in. Most newer phones already have encryption enabled. For older phones though, you can easily set up encryption through the Settings app. Our last tip is to update your phone's OS to the latest version. OS updates are important not only because they'll keep your phone up to date with app versions, but they also come with security updates that keep hackers at bay. Most phones will prompt you to perform an update once available, but you can always check for updates by visiting your phone's settings. Additionally, you can also adjust your phone's settings so that your phone updates automatically. Besides knowing how to tell if your phone is being tapped, it's also important to be wary of the sites that you access and the apps that you download. It's essential to practice internet safety earlier on to prevent tapping or tracking from happening. If you can't troubleshoot your tapped phone on your own, it's best to get in touch with your mobile carrier if your phone was from them, or go to a service center to have it checked. Did you find this guide helpful? Make sure to like this video and share it with your friends who might also need it. What other how-to guides do you wish to see on this channel? Let us know in the comments.